Hi everyone, I want to film a little haul today and share a couple of things with you that I got recently. So, to begin with, let's look at this Scotch ATG tape refill rolls. They come in a pack of 2 and I ran out, so you can see this is the ATG, and let me just show you. So it stands for Advanced Tape Glider. It's a huge thing, and although I wish they came up with something a little bit more sizable, because it does take up a lot of space and it's, you know, big thing really compared to something like that. However, the glue on this is just really permanent. If you stick something with this glue, it stays there. So if you're doing a lot of scrapbooking or memory keeping, this is great. However, it also has a downside to it, that the glue on the tape is so strong that once you stick it there, you have no time to maneuver anything. So what I like doing actually is use this little guy, which is a Tombow mono permanent adhesive, and I went through probably 3 or 4 of these, and particularly I finished 2. It's almost finished, it's nearly there now, for my album, the Heidi Swap album that I did. And yeah, so I needed to find something, and preferably something maybe in the middle ground between this one and the other one, because here it's really just to give yourself an idea how something would look like in a particular spot if you're gluing it down, because it will move, it will come off, and it has a little bit of like stickiness to it, but it's not permanent. So if you're doing an album or something like that, it will move about and possibly even come off. So very low tack. So I'm hoping for something for the middle ground, and I did a little bit of research and I found this one. So this is the Full Mark glue tape roller, and it says here extra strength, 2 sides. I mean, we'll see about it how strong it is, but you get 5 in here, and it's pH neutral, permanent bond, smooth application. They're supposed to be, this one is supposed to be archival, which is quite important so that you don't get any yellowing on your projects. So yeah, I'm looking forward to use this. I just wanted to show you actually. So like I said, there are 5 in the pack, and this is what they look like. I'd say you get about the same amount of roller glue as in the Tombow one, and you don't need to replace anything here, you just use it like that. Like I said, I haven't used it, so I can't give you really my thoughts on that. To begin with, all I can say is that the cup seems to come off fully, which means you could lose it. The advantage in the Tombow one is that the cup is it clicks into its place like that, and it's not coming off. So that's a good thing. When you're finished, you just can put it back on. The other thing is, when you're finished, you just replace, you buy the replacement for this, and you keep this part. With this one, you just throw it out. You don't need to replace anything or open up anything, you just throw it up. So it feels kind of lighter and cheaper the way it's made, and I don't know how the actual glue will dispense. I hope it's going to be good. But all right, so to the next thing. Also, I almost finished the doilies for that project that I was working on, for the memory keeping one, and I really like these. They are not the best quality because, as you can see, there are these little bits that stick out, and some areas they're cut off quite bluntly, so you lose that pretty scalloped edge. However, I just make it work on that bit. I would just hide it under the photo. So I like using these in combination of cutting my own doilies from the papers that I select, and it's just nice basic white small doily. So that's all I have to say here. They're by the brand Dovecraft. Okay, next thing is Jane Davenport. I got the feather die cut set. It's called Fair Feathers, and I think I mentioned it before that I was looking to get more of her die cuts because they are done beautifully. I think Spellbinders manufacture her die cuts, and they are a fantastic brand, so of course all you can expect is really good die cuts, similarly like Tim Holtz, you know, really really great quality. So these are the feathers, and I jolly enjoyed her sea flower set. I've been using that non-stop ever since I got it, so I wanted something a little bit more different, and I like the same style, that there is a lot of cutouts and quite detailed, so using very colorful piece of paper to cut these shapes out of would look really nice. Then I got this Chroma paper. So I've never bought self-adhesive paper before, and these can be used for like inkjet. You can use them as photo paper, it says here. You can create stickers out of them. You can create a lot of different things, and this is my first experience buying self-adhesive paper, so I wasn't really sure what to look for. All I knew that I wanted a reasonably good paper, so this is 120 GSM, so it should be quite good, and you get 25 sheets in the A4 size. So it says here compatible on all inkjet printers, ultra smooth coated surface. So let's have a look. Oh, it says here printable resolution up to 5760 dpi, so that's quite high, so that's really good. Bright white, ultra instant dry, scratch resistant, waterproof surface, sharp vibrant color reproduction, long life image picture stability, AAA, great cast coating technology, pro quality. Well, it says all the amazing things here, so it sounds like premium quality indeed. So I don't know, it's my first experience, but I'll take it out of the pack and just show you the surface of it. Okay, so like it said, it's a matte and feels like, you know, reasonably thick paper. So I don't know, we'll see. I don't know what to expect, but mainly why I got these papers is to later on I might create some stickers or something once I get the printer. But for now I just wanted to create these labels for my oxides and all of my ink pads, because I stacked them one on top of the other on my desk, and I want to quickly see what color is where, so that way, you know, I could write the name and the color, and that would really be quite helpful. So that's the main reason why I got these, but I'm sure I'll be using this paper for many other purposes. Okay, so I've got two more things left, and there's this one and another one which is just under my desk, which I'll pull out in a minute. So these are the Posca, Uni Posca coloring markers. They are super fun because they are like no other marker there, because they are opaque. So you can build them up, you can draw on different colors, and it's really fun. You can combine them on other mediums, and they're just really lovely. And I really enjoyed using a couple of the colors that I have. So far I have these ones, so the pink, the blue and the white. The white and the blue are both 1M. So that goes for the thickness of the nib, and this is the 3M. So you can get different width of the line. So the 1M draws 0.7 millimeters, and then the 3M is 0. You can go from 0.9 to 1.3 millimeters thick lines, and that's really fun. So I can show you, it's like a bullet bullet nib. So this is the set that I got here, and the green is also 1M. You can see it's a little bit shorter, so you know that that's the different nib, and this nib is like that, so it's a bit different. And although you get a thinner line and more detail with this nib, I actually prefer this nib because it's softer. Well, it's not softer, it's smoother on the paper, and this one tends to kind of be really scribbly, and sometimes if you go up and down with it, like against like different directions, the nib sometimes catches onto the paper and just does like a splatter with the paint. I find that happened to me a few times, so you need to go the same direction. With these it's a little bit easier, you can go faster and you can color in the whole area if you're doing that. So if you're interested, this is the light pink, which I really like. The light blue, it's got a bit like that luminosity look. Actually all of them do. They have that pastel opaque kind of look to them. Don't think these do. These are the light ones I'm talking about. And this is a light green and white, so they are great for like I said, going over watercolors and all of that. I haven't opened them yet. As you can see, they're all individually wrapped, which will take me a while to open them up, but I love this set. I had it in my Amazon basket for a long time, and I was just kind of thinking, do I really need it? And wanted to give myself some time to really make that decision, because this set isn't, you know, that cheap, so was a bit of an investment. And in the end I decided I really wanted it because it just works beautifully with the type of illustrating or drawings that I do. So the colors you get in here is red, you get a fuchsia, you get red wine, orange, pink, dark red, bright yellow, and a yellow. Gorgeous colors. This yellow, I saw someone work with it and it looked really beautiful. By the way, they're not in the order because my son already played around with them. And one thing, if you don't know, I didn't know this, only learned about it recently. Before you use your Posca pen, every single time you need to give it a good shake. When they're new, the ball will kind of move around immediately, but if you had them for a while, the ball might get stuck, like I had in this white. And I actually never shaked it before, so I would kind of think, why is the pigment coming out a little bit more watery? And that was it. It needed a good shake for the pigment to start flowing equally into the nib, and then it just works beautifully. And obviously when they're brand new, then you need to get the pigment flowing. But anyways, this is supposed to be a whole video, not a demo, so I will do a demo separately and swatch them all out. But I'm incredibly excited about them because they are just like nothing else. All the other markers that I have are kind of have that translucency about them, so they're dye-based markers, which means that they will, you know, like I'm talking about, for example, the famous one, Tombow, beautiful markers, but you won't be able to get that opaque look on top of a medium that you're using. And they will also slide on some things like acrylics, for example, or other mediums. However, these will stay put. And also the other thing is they are actually designed to be used on all different surfaces, so it could be glass, I don't know, wood, metal, anything like that. You can do things with them. Okay, so the final thing is this, it's called Glam Smacked 4-drawer cosmetic organizer with top tray. So I got this from watching Lindsay Decor. I've never had the idea of placing like ephemera or things like that into. So let me just get it quickly out. So this is what it looks like, and it actually comes with these inlays, which I didn't think it would. So the black little mats to keep your products in there. So this is the same one from the same brand. Hopefully you can see these bits here. You can actually stack them on top of each other and give yourself nice little tower of drawers. So I might do that actually. So these are very, very affordable. I think this one cost about £12 if I'm not mistaken, and it's really good quality for what it is. It looks quite pretty. You can see the plastic is nicely done. You have these little handles. So there's this top bit here which you can nest like that if you want to, but I'm not entirely sure I would use it because this looks more like it would be good for lipstick maybe. With other compartments. I could maybe use it, but I think I'd rather get another one of those and stack it on top if I need to, and then use this for like makeup. But you know, you get a lot for your money. Okay, so basically you get these trays that come out fully, and you have these little mats here that help you to keep things in place, but you can remove them if you want. I just removed those black mats from inside, and I actually really prefer the look of it, so I wanted to show you what that looks like. So if I remove this top part, which I already arranged some of my inks and multimedia mat and all of that, then you can see that in fact these trays you sort of can see right through down to the last one, and I don't know, it looks kind of prettier that way. I find the black was just making things look too dark, and you know, I don't know, it looks much better. So here is the lower half, or the lower drawer, and I love the fact that it comes out fully. So if you're working on a project, you can just pull it out, put it on your desk or whatever, and just work with it that way. So these are my blue and green, and these are my kind of pinky and orangey dyes, ink pads. And then in these two I decided to put some of these paper cuttings that I had, a few of the embellishments and that. And then here I've got the alpha cut out, and then a couple of other little things. Again, if I want to work with it, I'll just pull it out, put it onto my next to my art journal, and I can work that way. So it's really convenient, and it takes up very little space actually, so I can easily accommodate it on my desk. And like I said, I love the fact that it's buildable, so you can totally put another tray, and it has the indentations here, so the legs would sit perfectly on and it wouldn't just sort of slide off. It has these nice grooves to make things sit perfectly. So it's beautifully designed, and I totally would recommend it if you are into any type of art really, or just use it for makeup as well. So thanks for watching, and see you soon.